Hello, how you doing? I hope you are all fine. Thank you so much for doing here. Thank you so much for being here, for taking few minutes of your weekend. I have been trying to do this live the whole week, but I couldn't. Facebook didn't wanted me, so it's fine. When you try to do something and you couldn't, sometimes it's good just to let it go, because it may not be the correct moment or the correct frequency. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to let me know if the sound it is correct. Please share with me how you are doing. If you have comments, questions, I would like to share a few updates. I'm going to start the course again. Thank you, Heather. The Alchemy of Abundance, the 28th, because it's going to be a full moon. Because we are starting a new cycle in astrology in Iris. I think it's how you will be pronounced in English. It's good for manifestation. So the course that I did last year, I redo it. I add double videos, and I'm going to record 4 more and add it to, and that's gonna be sent by email. Thank you for being here, Dana, Erica, Elena, Heather, Malia, Alex. So for the ones that will like and decide to do it again with me, this time I would like to talk about the mechanics about abundance. I do think abundance is equally to freedom, because we would like to have financial independence so we can travel and get the things we want and do whatever we want, the work we want, etc., etc. So this time the approach, it is going to be clearing limited beliefs, the ancestral beliefs, the beliefs that our family gave to us that sometimes we don't even know or remember we have there, but at the same time know a little bit about the mechanics at the energy level that requires for us to manifest, because we manifest all the time, all days. We may not manifest the things we want to, but we do manifest what we need, and that it is for the highest good of all. So this is, and this course is going to have 2 options. You guys can only get the course for $58.88, or you guys can get a session with me plus the course. For the ones that are with me in the membership on YouTube, I already shared with you pieces of it. The lower level got few of the videos. I add, I think, 3 or 4 for free for all of you. The medium and the higher got the majority of the videos. The higher got the complete course, but I'm going to add 4 more videos. Yes. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, if you guys decide to, you guys can join for $50.88, and we're gonna start at 28. As I always do, I'm gonna do a live for it. I already post that in the events, just for us to tune into the frequency of abundance. Whoever don't want to pay or can pay but would like to receive the free energy transmission, you guys are gonna be welcome. For the ones that decide to be with me, we're gonna start at 20 because it's going to be a full moon, and at the same time we start a new year. I know it's not the January 1st, but energetically we do start a new year. So the cosmos and the planets and the energy are inducive to set our intentions, because those intentions are going to be bloom and seeded into the rest of the year. That is another huge change that is going to come from June. Be ready, because many people are going to wake up their gifts, many changes in the world, and then another huge change is going to be by September, August, and then another huge change of timeline on December 21, December 22. Lots of things are going to change. So whatever is working out for you, do it. The course, when the session, I put it I put it in discount 98.88. 1 hour session, Erica, this time, because I'm practicing within myself, I am going into the age, the memory, and who member of the family gave me that belief, and I am cancel, transmuting, and analyze at all dimensions. I'm doing it a little bit different. I'm adjusting. I am doing it this for myself. Like for example, I was working with myself on. I'm gonna be vulnerable a little bit. So 98 is going to be with a session included, and 33 videos between sessions, classes, and meditations. And only the course is 58.88, I think. But you can find it on my page. For example, I have been working with my body to be healthy, to feel comfortable in my own skin. I never felt comfortable in my own skin. Never in my whole life. Never. I always felt like I was in the wrong planet, in the wrong family, in the wrong body, in the wrong time, everything. So part of my lesson as a human, as an individual, as a female, it's embrace my uniqueness, even though I don't have perfect English, and I don't know everything. It's to embrace all my flaws and my strengths. This is what I am learning in this life. And having the page and doing the drawings, that is helping me to discover all the things that I can do, and all these gifts and magic that I didn't know I had, because I was, how do I say, limiting myself, right? Because I thought I couldn't fit when I was little. So I have been working on myself, and then I went in my own memories and I said, why, girl, did you feel you were in the wrong planet? When was the first time? And then I remember that I was 3, like 3.5, and I was speaking kind of my light language with my imaginary friends, and then my family was making fun of me. And then I look at them and I realized they were not seeing the things I was seeing, hearing the things I was hearing, and then I felt that was a wrong thing. Does that make sense? When I remember my tiny little 3.5, 4-year-old that felt broken because it felt judged, I decided that I was going to shut myself, so I was going to be like the others. Does that make sense? So I have been going back, clear, cancel, transmute, and then change, and then embrace it, that it is okay to be you, no matter what others think, because what others think, it doesn't define me. Does that make sense? And that is part also of being abundant, because being abundant, it's feeling confident in my skin, in my body, in my personality, in my world, even though it not maybe perfect for society. Yes, Gary, I'm gonna ask that too. But at the same time, it's perfect for my own journey, because the soul, good morning, does not understand about society or rules of humanity. The soul responds about energy, and so does manifestation. Manifestation responds to the energy, to a need. We are signaling the majority of the time unconsciously, and therefore is going to provide. Let's say that I complain about my job for 7 years. This is an example that I said, I hated my job, I don't want to be here, this people is toxic. So probably I manifested a quarantine, so I was going to lose the job, so I was going to pull myself so I could create the job of my dreams. Does that make sense? This is how I think we all manifest. So we are manifesting and we are good at it. But we are not manifested consciously and being aware about what is the highest good for us, but also for the others. This is my perception. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Gani, yes, let me drink a little bit of water. Gani, your guys showed me like practice. We don't know how to do things until we practice them and we make it like in our own way, like in our own skin. So I'm showing you practice. So whatever you are doing, whatever techniques or feelings or emotions, practice the things that are working out for you and be aware about the things that are not working out for you so you can shift it and transmute it and transcend it into new activities and new ways of being you that will fit more with the new being that you are. I haven't feel attachment back to days randomly through the day. Something I can do to clear. Yes, Erica, that's actually an excellent question. Look, there are two ways to clear energy. First of all, empathic people, we are so afraid about shadow, toxicity, and lower frequencies that sometimes we, how do I say, repress the energy or resist. And what happens is we create a block, we create a pattern, so we attract more of that. So one way it is to travel into the shadow like the way I am doing, and then find out, hold on, I'm gonna get out of battery. Travel into the shadow and then notice, being aware of what it is there in order for us to bathe light and love and nourishment and find a new perception that is not broken, and that belief instantly is transmuted, clear, but also never come back ever, ever, ever. Sometimes we clear with meditations, but because the root of the cause for that feeling is not clear completely, the pattern comes over and over. Like for example, sometimes people say in sessions, I do want to manifest my twin flame, but I always have narcissistic with me, right? So I kind of have two energies. I want to have a romantic love, but I always attract narcissistic. So the fact that someone can think I always attract narcissistic, stop this desire from manifesting. So finding the root of the cause, that's why sometimes we go in layers and layers and layers like onions, so we can transcend it and no longer feel affected for whatever belief we may have. But the second way, it is through being positive, happy, joyful, fun. When you are in your highest good, when you are peaceful, when you are happy about it, darkness cannot exist. So it instantly vanish and disappear. Yes, so we can heal in two ways. You can be positive and happy and find ways to attract more of that, or you can dive into the shadow and then look for the root of the cause and then transcend it. So both ways work out, but I think being positive and happy, it's more powerful than doing shadow work. I hope that makes sense, but I do combine both. Let me see if I have another question. Information for Apollonia Star? No, I have never heard about it that I can ask. It's come from a certain race. I'm not connected with Apollonia, But if you share with me, Sandra, a little bit more, I can ask. Jeannie, let me see. I think you guys are showing me like your solar plexus. Okay, stop, guys. Work on your solar plexus. Work with the yellow light, work with the gold light, work with the copper light. Affirmations or meditation will help you, Jeannie. I hope that helps. Let me see if I miss any question. Guidance for today. I don't think I can pronounce your name, but Dashma, I think it will be your yes. Self-love and self-care is no luxury. It's a priority. This is what they say. So don't forget to nurture yourself, to always be gentle, kind with yourself, and therefore with others. Let me see. Absolutely. Okay, I know that I have that origin lineage. Okay, Apollona star. Let me see. I'm not connected. I have never seen them, but I can dive into. How do you know you are connected with them? I see purple, Sandra. I don't have clear information. If you share with me a little bit more, it maybe help me. I see purple and I see magenta, and I don't see like a star race. It feels like a parallel version of Earth that seems like extraterrestrial, but it's like a different version of us. I hope that helps, but if you have more information, let me know. Okay, Rashika, what should I know? Practice listening more to your own voice. Practice being aware and notice where you are. What your team is saying, it is that humans sometimes we're only taking care of the body because we have a stomach ache or a headache or something. We should be aware all the time about how do we feel, where we are others, so we can adjust. So listen more to the energy. This is what your teammate is saying. Thank you so much for the stars, Sanet. You always give me stars. I appreciate so much. Can you see something from past lives that is connected to this life? Some lessons? Yes. Everything, Daria, everything happens in the now. So past lives do exist, but it really don't exist because, how do I say it? There are different versions of us that are having parallel experiences. It's all connected and it all benefits and it all affects. But the best way for us to create, ascend, and vibrate higher is to be in the present moment. It doesn't matter what it is happening in other lives as long as we address it in this one. So I guess the message it is be present. Be present in this life and don't forget to enjoy it. I do remember to enjoy my life when I see that someone is going to transition or someone just passed. I instantly go back and say, Gretel, please remember to be present. Remember to tell the ones that you love them. Remember to be happy, to enjoy your life. Yes, it looks like ancient Greece, Sandra, but it's like a parallel Earth of this one. It doesn't look extraterrestrial. It looks like humans, but all I'm seeing it is like indigo color, purple, and magenta. Why do you feel that connected with that life? Akashic records, and I know that we're connected with the Pleiades, centaurs, gods, Apollo. Look, in my timeline, Sandra, how do I say this? Okay, I do think, and this is part of what I am writing about, what I'm remembering, I do think Earth begins and ends many times in many different dimensions. I was traveling the other day in a dream into a place, and I do have a candle here, so whatever pain, worry do you have, send it right here and it's gonna be transmuted. I do have crystals, and I do have Mother Mary. So if you have any intentions, please type it in. We're gonna transmute it, and then we're gonna do Reiki on it, healing, whatever you wanna call it. So in my dream, I was seeing that in that Earth, they did not have TV, internet, radio, anything like that. People just read, which I thought was awesome. But in that Earth, they had holes, and then if you fell into those holes, you disappear and then end into another universe. So they had people who disappeared to those holes that suddenly appear and then suck people, right? So I was there and I had my phone and I was explaining to them all the things we have here, and they were explaining me how they live, and they look exactly like us. So there are so many different variations of Earth. In my timeline, I was born in Lemuria for first time, and then in Atlantis from first time, both from Pleiades, but they are not in the same continuity time. I don't know how to say. They doesn't match time. There are different timelines. They do not collide. So my Lemuria was very earthy, very organic, very love and light, very connected to the star system, more shamanic, Native American vibe, kind of like that. My Atlantean was very dense, very intense, very futuristic. That Atlantis, it was the gods from the ancient Greek people. Those gods were not gods, were Atlanteans. The centaurs were Atlanteans because Atlanteans started, in order for them to be more powerful, they were, first of all, they had both genders into one at the beginning. And if you remember the stories from ancient Greece, they say that Zeus split them. That's why we have the idea about twin flame, because they split humans into female and male. This was something that happened in Atlantis. I also saw the Atlanteans start hybridizing humans and animals in order to become more powerful. And they had centaurs, they had half lion, half human, half bird, half human, things like that. And it was when Atlantis, it was destroyed. It was destroyed, at least in my timeline, because humans lost connection to Earth. They broke the equilibrium of Earth, and it was a huge cataclysm because certain rules, like mixing animals and humans, heaven or whoever organization thought it should not be. So it was ended. I don't remember why Lemuria was ended. I don't think I was there. I think in Lemuria I was only in the beginning, because I don't have any recall about why it was destroyed, but I do perfectly remember about Atlantis. So when Atlantis was destroyed, the survivors, some of the survivors were the ancient Egyptians, were the ancient Greek people, other were like Vikings, barbarians, because they were very warrior-like. Atlantis were very warrior-like. It reminds me kind of like the Roman Empire, a little bit savage. And others moved to America. In the America part, it was the ones who did hard sacrifices, human sacrifices, all came from Atlantis. Like, for example, the Mexican Native American here, they came from Aztlan. Aztlan, it was Atlantis. In the Mayas also, they lost connection with the gods because it was kind of like escaping paradise. I hope that makes sense. We lost our gifts because we became powerful in a bad way. So we lose our gifts, and this is kind of how in the Bible describe when Adam and Eve lost their gifts from paradise. Does that make sense? So I think that metaphor happened in different races from our ancient history. So I feel your Apollonia is from one Atlantis, that she is like gods because it's so powerful, because we were powerful. I see myself and I could morph things. I could morph crystals, I could morph water, I could talk to all things, even, I don't know, bacteria, and we could do lots of things. But I saw that we were doing all those things at the energy level, that we stopped grounding and we stopped having human connections because we didn't want to touch each other, because that's toxic, that is not in my league, I'm so powerful, does not do the things I do. It was lots of ego thing. So when we broke that connection with Earth by not being grounded, we broke the equilibrium of Earth, and then it was like a huge cataclysm that happened on Earth. But that's had happened many times, because also when we were raised in another part of Earth, we also lose the connection through Earth and to human and to emotions, because they didn't want to feel. They didn't want to feel because I cannot handle anxiety, sadness, fear, so I'm gonna block myself, and they become so technology and scientific and smart that they cannot reproduce anymore. They stopped loving each other, connecting. It was just everything online, let's say, kind of like cyber thing. So it was when they asked the angels for help. Look, we're gonna die, right? So the angels contacted the galactics, and then the galactics start the hybridization programs. So that is kind of another story. So there are many different stories of Earth. This is just an illusion. This is just an illusion. In fact, all of you, the 33 people here, have your own timeline, and I have my own. And we are interconnect information. I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit complicated to explain, but sometimes I see it when I do astral travels, that it's empty. It's like a void. And they enter and is seeing a planet, a thing, and then it's something there. Let me see if I have. And Sandra, before I move to another, she's kind of like a higher self to you, because it's the most higher aspect you have on Earth, in the Earth realm. So connect with her. She has the gift of healing. She also feels like kind of like priestess goddess thing to me, and works with the magenta ray and the violet flame, and it will help you to understand the mysteries of the universe, healing techniques, and to go beyond the things that you're already doing. Let me see if I have any other question. Thank you, Gantuya. I do appreciate so much for the stars. I can try. I normally suit pictures. Your origin from the stars, or your origin from Earth, because it can vary. From the stars, I'm having Alpha Centauri, Dashma. I hope that makes sense. Do we have even more guardian angels? Yes, let me explain, Ellie. That's actually an excellent question. Look, angels are or a collective, they are all one. Kind of like bees or ants. Same thing applied to animals, same thing applied to trees, and to certain collectives. We are all actually one human collective, but we separate from each other because it's kind of the part thing we use to experience things. So, your guardian angel, when you split from source, the first split it is between you and your guardian angel. Some people say that your twin flame is your guardian angel because it's your divine self, the one, the aspect that we are always looking for: who I am, where I come from, what is my origin, what is my soul mission, what I'm meant to do. These questions that we all have. So in reality, our twin flame, it's us, is the ascended aspect of us, our light, our wisdom, the things we have done, the things we will be. This is what we are also drawn to look for, our God self. And that is represented by your guardian angel. So your guardian angel, and then when you manifest another twin flame, it is because the other soul is a mirror for your own. But it's not a Cinderella Prince Charming story. And you have different type of twin flame. Not everyone have a twin flame, but everyone can have if you activate it. So your guardian angel, I don't think angels ever incarnate, but some people that incarnate, like you guys and I, we can have a huge percentage of angel, and sometimes we say we are guardian angel, we are earth angels. The biggest percentage I have seen in a people is like 30 or 40% of angelic. Normally angelic beings, they can ground, they are so sensitive, they feel so much, they like soft, gentle things. Normally sometimes they will isolate themselves because the world is gonna be so dense and hard to live sometimes. Sometimes also they can have very hard lives, like in drugs, things like that. I don't know why angels have that, but anyway. We can have all angels we want to. In fact, every time you cry, you are gonna have at least one angel by your side. Angels have different type of angels. Some of them look like militaries, like police officers. Others look like men in black. Others look like when you go to court, like a judge thing. So it will gonna depend on the type of angel that you are connected to, but in fact you have one guardian angel, but you can have as many angels as you need. What attracts angels? Music, clean spaces. When houses are in order, open, in the light, you have plants, you put music, it smells good, you are going to always have angels around, whether that it is like fairy angels or angels from heaven. If you invoke angels, you meditate with them, you are going to always have angels too. I just lost a pet this week. Can you talk a little bit about animals? Yes, Dana, that's an excellent question actually. Pets and plants, they have a different heaven of us. It's not the same thing. I do believe animals are like half angel, half elemental. They are a consciousness extended to us. That's why we love them so much. Kind of like kids. But also a consciousness extended to us. It is our houses, our cars, our work, our family. It is consciousness that it is connected like our body. My body, it is my consciousness. It's me, but it's not me. I'm gonna explain it. Like for example, my hair, it's me, and my hand, it's me. It's not the same. It has a different purpose, but it's part of me. I hope that makes sense. So, pet, they give their life on behalf of us in many ways. Their job it is to make our lives better, to make us smile, to give us love, whether you have a cat, a dog, a bird, a bunny, or a chicken, whatever. They have angels all the time. They do their things. I see them in the troubles like guardians of us. Some of them have like a dragon soul, and others have more like galactic soul, and others have more like angelic soul. It depends, but they are all connected. You can connect to your pet, Dana, specifically asking for you, but another pet is going to come to you with an alike soul to replace that love for you, that love that you are used to. Yes. It was a dog, Dana, because I'm seeing a dog. I'm seeing like a brown dog. I watch it. Replying to Valia. Let me see if someone asked something and I missed it. Please post it again. Integration between man and beast. Yes, Malia. Actually, I saw in timeline that we actually had the vampires. I saw them on France in my timeline. But the vampires that I saw, they came from the stars, and when they were living here, they kind of morphed in a way that they needed blood to survive. So when I saw them, it was like the bad ones and like the not bad ones. But I thought it was very interesting. I think everything we have seen and we know, it has been truth at least in some timeline. And at the same time, Wolfman, yes, I don't know if that is how it is called in English, but they did exist at some time, a long time ago. I don't think they exist anymore. At least not right here. It doesn't match his frequency. Let me see if I have any other question. Oh, yes. Any comment, any chair? I have a cat and a dog. My cat, it's right here. I have this. I'm gonna wake her up. This is like a little dragon that I have. She travels with me, and in my dreams, I saw her all the time. But she, more than galactic, feels like a dragon to me. Because, I don't know, it's kind of like a dog in a cat suit. I don't know how to say that. And actually, probably I'm gonna say something that people don't like it or not, I don't know. Last week, I've been having few dreams where my guide suggested me to eat meat. I normally don't eat meat, and I don't eat meat not because I felt the pain, but because my body smells nasty the next day. But my guides were saying that when you feel the need to eat meat or a plant or something that you feel drawn to, you do an exchange with the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom. That's something that Cyrus Bean were saying to me last week. So I saw myself like with a taco, and I was like, they said, if you feel drawn to eat meat, eat it, because it will ground you. You will absorb the consciousness from the animal, but you also will give them your galactic consciousness for them so they can ascend. So it is an exchange if I do it with respect and with honor for the service that they gave um, food for me. Does that make sense? So the same happened in my dream guides were saying when animals eat plants, they absorb the information from the plants, they absorb the sunlight, the minerals, all the chemicals and nutrients that plants have, and then it's an exchange that helps them to be in the flow. Does that make sense or not? We could do like an we could do a meditation with the animal kingdom if you guys want to. I do have a dog that passed. I call him Todd. That passed 3 months ago or 4 months ago. I don't remember. He was like my baby. For me, when he died, I felt actually like if I lose a son. But I do understood in my case, Dana, other part of me lose baby, human baby in the physical, miscarriage and abortions. So my soul taught in my higher self that I was more prepared to lose a child and repair all those timelines that I lose kids. Does that make sense? So I went through this grieving process because I cannot have kids anymore. I had a dog for 2 months. My dog was my baby. And then he passed. He suddenly died in a week. But for me, I was grieving like if it was a baby. But I did understood that actually 7 other aspects of me were grieving a child, so I was supporting them. So bad things happen sometimes, rippling light and blessings into many other aspects we can even understand why. And we don't need to understand because it will be complicated sometimes. Just trust and know that whatever is happening, even though it's hard sometimes, because it's hard being here sometimes. It can be tense, lots of things happening, the government, the economy, human connections, whatever. We'll have our degree of challenge, and it's fine because this is what we are learning. This is our service. But the service, it is for us because we are making our own way, going back to source. But not only this version, if you have 87 human lives, 50, 75, 25, whatever number of human lives, you carry all of them with you. We're going to all ascend together. Yes. Let's invoke them then.
Let's do our energy work. Yes, they are our kids, Lily. And at the same time, when you have one pet or two or whatever number of pets, they help us to raise our frequency because every time I see my cats, my heart opens and melts. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. So for that 1 or 2 seconds that I tune into love is the highest frequency we can experience. So for that, I think we should be grateful. And another thing, okay, let's let the guides to come true and then thank you all for being here. I'm so grateful for each of you. Let's begin. Please set your intentions. I would like to invite all of you to do a journey to heal our connection with the animals, to understand our animals, our pets. If we lost any pet, to contact them, to reconnect, to understand, and to recalibrate ourselves so we can Share love and light with them and equally receive. So I'm going to ask you to take a very deep breath. I'm going to open your chakras. Iki ate ki asako iki te iki ishkako iki ate. This transmission is going to be amazing. Please welcome the animal kingdom. Nisako teki ishkate asoko tiki ikiya. Please welcome Lemurians who are going to help us to connect and understand with that animal kingdom. Welcome the angels that work with the elementals and animal kingdoms, plant kingdoms of Gaia. And we do have the plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom, the kings and queens from the insects realm, the microbiome collective. We do have bacteria, germs. They would like to be here because they are a huge collective. Ni ite esakote iki ishki ni ikiaya. We do have the lions. They are going to speak to all of us today. Dear humans, thank you so much for welcoming us within your own hearts. Please receive the most deeply love and gratitude for this connection. We are ascending in the same degree that you are. We are all one kingdom that coordinates and share consciousness through our own hearts. We do have the assistance of the oceans. They are our galactic guides. The whales and humans come to provide support for all the earth realms. They help the magnetics of the oceans to vibrate in harmony. They share with us the news. In a way, you can say that they give us the astrology report, so we know where to go, where to migrate, how to adjust. We do coordinate with the oceans. And now welcome the Cetacean Collective Nite Iki Ishta Se Ikiena. I am White Wolf, and I would like to speak to you. I am an elder. Right now, I am as spirit of earth. The strength of the wolf comes from the pack. Remember that you are all a pack. You are all together in this one. You all support each other. The stronger wolves travel at the end of the line, so we make sure no one is left behind. We use kindness and compassion to the ones that are weak, to the ones that cannot fight, and the strongest lead the rest. The ones who can be the ambassadors of strength and courage, being valiant, being the leaders that know that the strength does not come from the self, comes from the whole. So the weak ones, we let them go in the front. We observe gently, without pushing them and forcing them. We hold them with our wings. So we make sure we are all walking, traveling, and getting enough food, nurturing rest. We reorganize ourselves according to our own authenticity. Some of them are made to fight, to hunt, to get the food that we need. Others care for the babies, for the oldest one. Others are just a part of the whole. They don't seem to have to find their authenticity yet, but they share their smiles, their eyes, their space, holding the space for all of us to work together. And that it is our strength. Strength comes from respecting each other's space, for respecting your own space, for embracing who you are, and knowing that your own empire ends where the empire of someone else's begins. One wolf is not meant to be more than the other. We are all equal. Even though some fight, some are strong, some are weak, some follow, but all works for our own technology, collective. This is how humans are. Now we would like to invite you to sit with us in a fire. Your ancient memoria niate eseko ikite ki ishkate iki ena. I am White Wolf. And now welcome all the animals. The gazelles, the giraffe, the elephants, your dogs, the ones that you love so much. The puppies, bunnies, cats, birds, and all the ones that you would like to see, even the little ones, the butterflies, dragonflies, the insects. No one is left behind. Imagine yourself sitting in this healing circle where no one is left behind. And the strongest lead the weak ones, taking care, making sure the pack is together, collaborating together. And now imagine yourself in your present moment, your home, your family, what you can do to support your pack, your community, your tribe, letting the weak ones walk in front of you so you make sure they don't change direction. So you can lead with patience, with calm, with confidence, that helping your brother and your sister is helping you because you will all ascend together. No one is left behind. What you can do in your community to make your life and the life of others easier. What can I do to myself so I'm comfortable with the humans around me? So I can connect with each other human with ease and grace, understanding that that is a whole part of the story that I don't know. So judgment needs to be released, critique, envy, comparison, competition. Your brothers and sisters are your own reflection. If you see weakness in others, they are reflecting the weakness within yourself. If you see someone being very successful and happy, they are showing you that you can have the same thing. So see yourself in others. See yourself in us. And to us, this analogy has to do a lot with, it's not about getting rid of the things that you don't like. It's about seeing the full potential in the tribe, in your pack. Because an alchemist is not someone that creates gold from aluminum. It's someone that has the capacity to see gold even in the garbage. So polish and transform it so the gold can be seen. So see the gold within yourself and see the gold in others. And tap into your own goal. Let your own fear. Tap into your own tribe. Your first tribe, it is your own. Your body, your emotions, your mind, your soul. Kia te ki ishkate kia soko kia ya ka ui kia ta siki ishkia ya. Your second tribe, it is your family. The ones who trigger you so much, the ones who challenge you so much. Your city, your neighborhood, your country, your planet. And don't let anyone behind. Request light for yourself, but also for all others. Niki teki ishka teki kiaya teki asakoe kiaya. Woo! And let the light to be. And how do you deal with something that is fearful? It's not by screaming at it or getting rid of. The way that you work with fear, it is to put fully attention to them. Let the experience to be transformed into whatever that is needed, and being with it completely. Tap into your fears and allow tenderness basically to lead you. Wrap yourself in love, in light. Locate your tightness, your tenses, your stress, your hardness, your closeness, and let the light to bathe and wash away those distorted illusions, and let the whispers of the light to come and assist you, and ask the light not only for yourself, but healing come for yourself, including all others. Nikitaki ishka iaseko ikiayate kiana iki na ase itiki ishkiana iki iti isa ite iki ishkiana. Willing to stay present, willing to stay tender, willing to stay open, willing to be one with all of your other humans, showing the light, showing the peace, showing the balance, having the courage to be the strongest, having compassion for the weakness, allowing yourself to be one. Thank you for being here with us. We're going to be around the ones that need some healing and support through your own spiritual animals and guides, to your own pets, to your own families and connection. Let's be brothers and sisters. Ite iki ishki ite iki yana te iki ese iki ya. Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you all for being here. That was refreshing. It was good. Hope you like it. Please tap your comments. I'm still connected. It was so good. Thank you all for being here. For the ones that decide to be with me in this new journey that we're gonna start at 28, remember the course again, Alchemy of Abundance. If you would like to unblock yourself and learn a little bit about how the magnetics about abundance works according to my own experience, the first level is going to be 58, 88, 33 videos online. And the second, it's 98, 88 with a session where we can go directly to your blocks and go from there. We're going to start at 28. I'm going to do a free live like I always do for the ones that can pay it. The membership, Rashika, is the same. You have level 1, Rashika, I think. I don't remember. I am adding 4 more videos. The ones that have it complete is the ones that are in high level. It's like 43 videos and around. I'm not sure how many I added into your own level. The ones that would like to be in the membership like Rashika, you guys can access for $2.99 monthly on YouTube, and I have tons of videos and meditations that I upload. Actually, I'm going to upload few more videos next week. The medium level, it is $14.99, and the higher level, it's $29.99. And for the higher level, I do add courses and separate live stream, monthly and codes at the same time for them. You guys can check on YouTube. Thank you so much. I literally. Aww. Thank you, Melia. You feel good. Don't forget to reconnect to the earth, to your own family, to your own people, to your own body. Because I thought it was lovely the way he described that the stronger ones make sure the weaker ones are not left behind. And at the same time, I think where I do my light worker practice in the most intensive way, it is within my own family, with my own kids, with myself, with the persons that I love, where I really show the love and light and the courage to be here where I am. So be patient with yourself, but also be patient with all others and kind with all others, because we're all going through a lot, one way or another. Of course, some people is more challenging than others, of course, because we are all different. But sometimes we don't know what the other is going through. And there is a lot of the combative spirit lately on YouTube. For example, the other day, someone that I know in my family, it was very mean with me. But I was busy, so I did not have time to feel upset. But I didn't know that person had a huge pain in their stomach, and actually it ended in the hospital the same night. It has stones in his, not kidney, other organ. So I could feel wounded, and probably I wouldn't if I knew that person was in pain. So we don't know what is in the story of the other that we are judging and criticizing. We don't know what is behind, even though if it is a narcissistic or a toxic people or whatever, we don't know the story. We don't know what they are broken. I mean, volcano has lava because it was made of lava and fire. It's a volcano. I mean, it cannot give flowers, right? So sometimes judging others, it can be a little bit unfair because we don't know what it is behind. We don't know that person is going through, probably has colitis or something died or whatever. So be patient. Sometimes not responded with harshness, it's enough because we don't allow that wound to keep spreading. I think this is the most important thing the animals wanted to say to us, to hold all of us together. Sometimes all of us, it could be posting lots of inspirational thing, or not posting because I feel low, or whatever you feel doing, go for it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the support. I hope you like it. Have a beautiful and amazing weekend, and remember to enjoy yourselves, but also your own family. And I'm gonna do the same thing. It was my reminder for today. I think I'm gonna get some sushi or something with the kids. Bye bye. Thank you for the stars, for the comments. Love you. Bye bye.